JP Morosi, maybe feel 25, maybe so. Good Monday morning to you, because Justin Verlander makes his first restart, should I call it? Is that how I should say it? With his new team at age 43. And when he says, I got more left, I believe him. What are you expecting for tonight? Good morning.
Lauren, good morning. Think about this. Verlander's first start for the Detroit Tigers in 3,134 days, back since August of 2017. And I did notice this. Verlander does not often post on social media these days, but he has right now as his profile picture on X, his first Tigers headshot, the first official photo from him 2 decades ago. There, of course, his debut back then for manager Alan Trammell. That was a call-up briefly for him in 2005, his Rookie of the Year season. 1 year later, 1 year after that, was his first no-hitter. And somewhere in this office of mine, Lauren, is the front page of the Detroit Free Press Sports section of the story that I wrote when I was just a young writer of that game 19 years ago. So it's having all of us feeling very young again. Verlander saying that he is trying to savor the moments as he goes through this season with the Tigers. Of course, he'll start this one on the road in Arizona. Sunday, it's going to be at Comerica Park on national television, NBC, Sunday Night Baseball. What a great stage that is going to be. But it's interesting, Lauren, to hear Verlander talking about how he wants to be more present and savor these moments a bit more. He talked about, yes, the headphones will be in, but maybe a little less angry than he used to be on those start days in Act 1 of his Tigers career. That's been certainly a theme of his. And again, in talking to Justin during his time with the Astros and later on with the Mets, he's been able to look outward a bit more and engage more with his teammates and share the insights. And certainly you've been seeing Tarek Skubal talking about how much fun he has had being alongside Justin Verlander. And I love this detail from Jason Beckstore at MLB.com. Verlander saying he needs a little more coffee nowadays to get going in his old age, but it's all for the right reasons, savoring every opportunity, now wearing the Old English D once again for the first time in more than 3,000
Enjoy the
days.
moment. You never know when it's your last. That's in baseball and in life. JV 43, Andrew McCutchen 39. Don't tell his bat speed that. Is there reason to think this new Rangers chapter will be a good one for him?
I think it's a great fit, Lauren, for Andrew McCutchen right now with the Texas Rangers. We saw him over the weekend, the home run for him. He's in a great spot with the Rangers, playing against certainly every left-hander, and not just any left-hander, but Luzardo was the man on the mound for the Phillies yesterday with that home run. The bat speed, Lauren, you said it, it's still there. He turns 40 years old later on this year. He's now more than 300 home runs in his career, the active leader among games played, plate appearances among position players. Again, the oldest position player in the American League. I say this with great respect. He is still representing, as we talk about one of the great draft classes in the history of the game, 2005. He is now representing that draft class still at Major League Baseball's highest levels. Wow. And Lauren, you think about the numbers he's building, his resume, very similar to Torrey Hunter's when you look at Baseball Reference. You start to think about Hall of Fame candidate. He's building that kind of a resume. I love what McCutchen does, the way he represents the game. Great seeing him back in the major leagues.
In our production meeting earlier, D-Rose said it. He said, is he a Hall of Famer? And we all kind of thought about it. We're going to talk about that coming up as well. Subtract 10 years for 29-year-old Kazuma Okamoto. When he hit that home run and Vlad embraced him, I thought to myself, JP, I said, he's going to like it there.
A great fit for Okamoto in Toronto, and I was there for a couple games of the Jays series there against the A's, and I asked Okamoto after the game on Friday about the familiar feeling for him. Of course, he's a Tokyo Giant for many years in NPB, and from traveling to the Tokyo Dome and traveling around the major leagues, there's no environment that is more similar to the Tokyo Dome than Rogers Center. And you can just tell how comfortable he is there. John Schneider, the Jays manager, said after the game on Friday that Okamoto does what we do well as a team. Defends really well. I was impressed by seeing him play over at third base. He's playing deep. The arm plays over there, so the range works. And then that swing, a really good swing to right center field. I noticed that as well on Friday in the season opener there, Lauren. his ability to do damage on outside pitches, to know what the pitcher is doing in terms of the approach at a very, very rapid adjustment pace for him since coming over from NPB. So again, he understands the big market. He was there as a member of the Yankees of baseball in Japan for the Tokyo Giants. He looks so comfortable there, loving the home run jacket, an ideal fit for the reigning American League champions. A couple walk-offs there for the Blue Jays, and Okamoto making himself very much at home in the Blue Jays uniform.
The similarities to the Rogers Center is something I hadn't thought of. 3-0 after a sweep of the A's. JP Morosi, good stuff.